I know that I got some comments saying I shouldn't put a candle on my bookshelf, but it's just for the duration of the video and it's fine. I haven't had any damage, but yes, I do not recommend leaving a candle on a bookshelf for a prolonged period because it can lead to the bookshelf getting gross. But I just wanted a cozy vibe. So, hello. Hello to the beautiful bunnies watching. I wanted to film just a really just chill chatty video because I really do love to chat. And I also got this new mic. This is the Tascam DR04, I think. And I love it. The audio quality is so crisp. And I love my camera, my Canon G7X Mark II. But the main downfall of that camera is the fact it does not have an external mic input. So I can't make the audio better without external audio. And this is just so easy because it's light and I can just be like, hey. So honestly, that's the main motivator for filming a fun chatty video because I really love editing and hearing the fun audio quality. But I also just feel like there's a lot of change going on. So I wanted to talk. And I also am just trying to navigate how to best connect with you all on YouTube and navigating this change in social media consumption. So obviously there's been a huge shift with TikTok and everything over the past few years to more short form content. And I'm really enjoying that. I actually have been putting more effort into, Instagram Reels, TikToks and stuff like that. But I think it took me a long time to accept that because I was like, no, I love YouTube. And obviously I still love YouTube and I will continue to make YouTube videos. But I don't know, it's just weird. Everything's changing. And obviously we need to accept change. But in some instances, you can be hesitant to accept change when it's something you like. And I really like long form content and I love to talk. That is why I'm really enjoying my podcast, Bunny Banter, which is with Caitlin. And that is just so fulfilling and satisfying and amazing. Being able to talk with one of my favorite people for like an hour and people actually listening, that is crazy to me. So thank you for all the support on our podcast, by the way. I'm really excited. Episode 2 has been edited and that will be coming out. Maybe it's already out by the time you're watching this video. And that is on romantic relationships. And we talk about our experiences in romantic relationships, dating, what we look for in a romantic partner and more. It was really fun. And episode 3 is on friendship breakups, which is something that is not discussed enough in society. And it's something I've wanted to talk about for a long time, but I never wanted to talk about it in a way that would bring drama or anything because that's not my vibe. But obviously I want to have discussions that help people and help people feel less alone. And I definitely loved hearing about other people talking about their experiences with the friendship breakups. So I am excited that me and Caitlin finally talked about it and I'm really excited for that episode to come out. But anyway, this is going to be all over the place if that hasn't been clear already. I just wanted to talk, let out my thoughts, update you all, and connect. I'm trying to figure out how to best connect with you all on YouTube that feels fulfilling for both of us, well, all of us. I want to put more effort into making like longer videos, but that means I'm going to post less frequently, which makes me sad, but also I am a big believer of quality of quantity. But it's obviously different to how I've been operating for years on YouTube. Like I used to literally do a weekly vlog every week. I think about that and I'm like, how the hell did I do that? But obviously that kept me really connected to you all. I obviously still love to do vlogs every now and then, but I'm enjoying putting more time into the editing process, which means that it takes longer to get the video out. So I think I'm just really trying to figure out exactly what I want to be doing and how I want to do it. And like I said, I've been putting more effort into Instagram Reels and TikToks and everything. And that is another like full-time job. Like that takes a lot of time and energy. And I'm really struggling to like balance everything at the moment because there are so many things I want to do. And it's really hard to find the time to do it all. And I do feel the pressure of, keeping up with everything. So I'm enjoying it obviously, but I also do feel that pressure. And I feel like that's natural with anyone who is in social media. But I've also been thinking about how capitalism just ruins art in a lot of ways. And honestly, me and Caitlin need to talk about that in our podcast. But it is just really devastating. So that's been on my mind. But then I've also been having this moment where I'm like, literally, who cares about anything? Because I had this really huge space existential crisis a few months ago. And that was actually a scary moment. So I love space. I find it so interesting. And I was forced to do a science-based unit during university and I was like, ew, because I thought I hated science. But then I learnt a lot and it was really interesting and I learnt about space and I got so obsessed with it. And now I like always talk to people about the fun facts I learnt. For example, I might have already said it on my channel, but Saturn has an icy moon called Enceladus, which has an icy coating, and there's most likely water beneath the surface. And based on what we know about life, there's most likely some sort of life form living on Enceladus. Isn't that crazy? Well, it's not crazy actually if you think about it. Obviously, there's going to be life outside of Earth. I actually asked Kaz the other day, if you got the opportunity to travel to a different planet outside of our solar system where life exists, would you take it? And you're the only person on this earth who has that offer, but you don't know what life's going to be like on that other planet. Would you say yes? Let me know. I think I would say no. I mean, I would like to say yes. Like, I'd like to think I would say yes, but obviously that's scary. Like, what if you hate it? But then I was like, what if it's like fantasy and there are vampires and fae living in there? Like, surely. Speaking of fantasy, I'm currently reading The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I'm only on like maybe page 20, but I'm enjoying it so far and it's a fantasy romance. It's really popular at the moment. So I'm excited to update you on my opinions. I think I might actually film a vlog where I read that because I'm reading it for my Patreon. So of course I'm filming the spoiler-filled reading vlog for my Patreon, but I think I might also film like a spoiler-free vlog for my channel for the fun fantasy romance vibes. But yeah, like there are so many videos I want to film. Like I literally have obviously a huge list of videos I want to film. And some of the videos that I've been meaning to film have been there for like a year plus. And it's really pissing me off that I can't get to it. But like I said, it's just so hard to fit everything I want to do in the day. I just feel like the month goes by and I'm like, what? It's crazy. Anyway, so back to the space existential crisis. Yes, I find space really interesting, but I haven't really been doing much research on space for a few years, like ever since my uni degree. And then I watched Interstellar. So of course I loved it. Baby Timmy's in that movie, so cute. I was reinvigorated to do some more research on space. So I watched this space documentary on YouTube. Biggest mistake. Well, actually, in the long term it was a mistake, but it was a mistake in the short term because it really made me spiral. I hated that documentary. Like, it was really interesting, but the way that it was filmed was so dramatic and really ominous. Like the music that they used and everything, it was so scary. I was literally like, you know, just reminded of the fact that we're just living on Earth, which is a part of this huge galaxy. And in the grand scheme of things, we're quite insignificant, which brings both comfort and fear. And, you know, a meteor could hit at any time. And I don't want to freak anyone out right now, but I need you to know what led to the spiral. Like, I was literally like, what the hell? Because obviously I knew these things, but I was like, yeah, I haven't thought about that in a while. And it's so easy to get wrapped up in your own life and your own mind and think that it's all consuming. And it's so easy to feel that way. But something that really grounds me is reminding myself that there's a whole world out there and I'm not that significant. And I know that can stress some people out, but I feel like it can ground me because I know that I'm significant to myself and to the people that I care about. But my little petty issues and concerns don't really matter. So that's why I also love to just like go out into nature when I'm feeling overwhelmed, look at the sky, remind myself of how big the earth is, how big the world is. But yeah, so that was a really stressful moment, but it actually led to a lot of good because now whenever I get really overwhelmed or I'm putting a lot of energy into caring about something that I can't control, for example, what some random person thinks about me, I just remind myself, okay, a meteor could hit at any time. I want to cherish every second that I have, and I want to be mindful of the energy that I'm using and where I'm putting that energy. So I don't want to worry about things that I can't control. And what people thought about me really bothered me for like my whole life, basically. Like, I've always struggled to accept that there's people out there who have a misconception of me and don't like me because of it and then continue to live their life. And I'm like, no, you just don't get it. But I'm like, okay, there's no point worrying about that because that person isn't significant in your life. So why do you care to change that person's opinion on you? But yeah, that's definitely something that's always bothered me and something that I've really had to accept over the past like year since starting pole dancing is the fact that people who are in my community who I felt safe with might judge that or not want to see that. And obviously, if you don't want to see that for whatever reason, that's completely fine and valid. But it has been really disheartening to see how many people do still judge it and think that it's like an inappropriate thing. And it did make me sad for a while. And I realized that I was actually holding myself back because of fear. And I don't want to let fear continue to control my life. Fear is the mind killer. It truly is. And I think I just need to accept that, you know, you obviously keep growing as a person and you're going to lose people along the way. And the right people who support you and are there for your growth will stay, and those are the people who matter. So thank you to everyone who continues to support me through every era that I go through. I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate those who celebrate growth and change, because obviously we're always growing, we're always changing. Humans are so multifaceted and have so many different sides to them, and I love those who appreciate that. And thankfully, the older I get, the more I find myself who I want to be. I gain confidence. And it is actually crazy because I have been doing YouTube for a while now. Like, how many years? I think I started in 2018. Like 5 years. That's insane. Honestly, I should have done something for my 5-year YouTube anniversary. Was it 5 years this year? It was. Oh my God, it was. I'm so annoyed I missed it. I think it was March this year. No. But yeah, so thank you to everyone who continues to support me, whether you've been here from the beginning or whether you joined, you know, more recently. It's such a special thing, and it's such a special community that we have. I'm so happy that I get to share what I love with you all, and that you care. Like, that's just crazy to me. It still blows my mind, and I will never not be grateful. I actually am announcing something on my Instagram soon, which I am both very excited and nervous about because I know not everyone will support it, but it's something I want to do, and it's something I've wanted to do for a while now. So I'm excited for that. So if you want to see what that is, follow my Instagram. I think Instagram is my favorite at the moment just because I love how I can post in real time and connect with you all that way. So my Instagram is Chloe Bunny with an IE instead of a Y _. But yeah. I know this video was a bit all over the place, but I just love to talk to you all. Oh, and also I wanted to ask you for some questions. So please submit some questions for me and my ex, Callan, to answer, because we want to film a video and answer some of your questions. So anything to do with relationships or anything, I think that'll be a really interesting one. So I'm excited for that. And obviously Callan hasn't been on my channel in years. So yeah, maybe you don't even know who he is. He's my ex-boyfriend who I was with for nearly 10 years. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this fun little chatty moment. Like I said, it's probably all over the place, but it's just like a fun FaceTime catch-up moment, you know? Also, I'm currently filming a really fun vlog where I'm reading 7 romance books in 7 days. So I'm going to go and read my romance book. I'm really excited for that video. So that will come later this month. But yeah, hope you're all having a good day or night, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video.